students, let's start with our first paragraph of this lesson. At the beginning of the 17th century CE, most of the territory in Maharashtra was under the control of Nizam Shah of Ahmednagar and Adil Shah of Bijapur. The Mughals had entered Khandesh. Their objective was to expand their power in the south. There were settlements of Siddhi people who had come from Africa along the coastline of Konkan. The competition and conflict amongst the Portuguese, the British, the French, and the Dutch, who had come from Europe, was getting intense during this period. There was stiff competition amongst them to capture the markets for trade. The Portuguese had already established their rule in Goa and Vasai on the western coastline. The British, the Dutch, and the French had found an entry through the medium of trading companies by setting up factories. All these powers assessed the strength of other powers, kept themselves safe, and tried to dominate as much as possible. This conflict had created instability and insecurity in Maharashtra. These different people from Europe were called Topkar on the basis of their customary headgear. It is necessary to get acquainted with the village, means Mauja, Kasba, and Paragana to understand the nature of settlements in that period, as also of the officers that formed a link between the rulers and their subjects, and also the markets and the craftsmen. Paragana was made up of many villages. Generally, the headquarters of a Paragana was called Kasba. A village smaller than a Kasba was called Mauja. Let us get acquainted in brief with village, Kasba, and Paragana respectively. First point we are going to see village, means Mauja. You can see the picture of village. Most of the people lived in villages. A village was also called Mauja. Most of the people lived in villages. A village was also called Mauja. The chief of the village was the Patil. He used to try to bring maximum land under cultivation. When there was any dispute in the village, the Patil resolved it and made peace. A Kulkarni helped the Patil in his work. The Kulkarni kept the record of the revenue, means tax, that was collected. There were various artisans in the village. They had hereditary rights regarding their occupation. The peasants gave a share of their agricultural produce to the artisans for the services they rendered to the village community. This share was known as Baluta. Balutedar service also providers, and in that potters, carpenter, cobbler, they are Balutedar in the village. was the chief of the village? Then he was Patil. Okay, he used to try to bring maximum land under cultivation. And when there was any disputes, means fighting among the village peoples, then the Patil used to settle it amicably. And a Kulkarni helped. They used to help the Patils in their work. Kulkarni used to keep record of taxes that was collected, and there were various artisans in the village. They had hereditary rights, means suppose their father used to that work, so their children also doing the same work. So it is a hereditary occupation. The tenants gave a share of their agricultural produce to the artisans for the services they rendered to the village community, and this share was known as baluta. Okay, the land was cultivated by tenants. Next point we are going to see, that is Kasbah. Now Kasbah is what? A Kasbah was like a big village. Okay, a Kasbah was like a big village. It was usually the headquarters of a pargana. Now here headquarters means, students, main office. Okay, for example, Indapur Kasbah of a Indapur Pargana, means that is they have also their headquarters. Now Y Kasbah of Y Pargana were the headquarters, means main office of those parganas. Agriculture was the main occupation. There were skilled artisans like carpenters, blacksmiths, etc. in a Kasbah. There was usually a market, means pet, adjacent to a Kasbah. The Shete and Mahajan were the watandars of the pet. Every not necessarily have a pet. This setting up of a pet was the job of the Shetes and Mahajans. For that they received some land from the government and some rights from the villagers. The Mahajan maintained the accounts of the pet. Next point we are going to study, that is Pargana. Okay, now Pargana is what? Many villages together made a Pargana. Many villages together made a Pargana, but the number of villages was not the same in all Parganas. For example, the Pune Pargana was a big Pargana. It consisted of 290 villages. Okay, there were 64 villages in Chakan Pargana. The Shirvur Pargana was small. It had only 40 villages. The Deshmukh and the Deshpande were the Watandar officers of the Pargana. Deshmukh was the chief of Patils in a Pargana. The Deshmukh did at the Pargana level what the Patil did at the village level. Okay, the Deshpande was the chief of all Kulkarnis in the Pargana. The Deshpande did at the Pargana level the work that Kulkarnis did at the village level. These Watandar officers were the link between the people and the government. In case of enemy invasion or draft, these Watandars represented the grievances of the people to the government. Sometimes these officers misused their powers. They collected more money from the people than was due or did not remit the money so collected to the government in time. On such occasions, the people suffered harassment. Okay, now we will see who introduced paraganas. Okay, parganas. So, parganas were introduced by the Delhi Sultanate, and the word is of Persian origin. As a revenue unit, a pargana consists of several mauzas, which are the smallest revenue units, consisting of one or more villages and the surrounding countryside. Larger subdivisions of parganas were called tarafs, means quarters, districts. Okay, under the reign of Sher Shah Suri, administration of parganas was strengthened by the addition of other officers, including a shikdar, means police chief, and amin or munsif, an arbitrator who assessed and collected revenue, and karkun, means record keeper. It was the history of parganas. Pargana is many villages together made. Okay, many villages together made a pargana. But the number of villages was not the same in all parganas. For example, the Pune Pargana is a big pargana, was big pargana. It consisted of 290 villages and then become pargana. Okay, there were 64 villages in Sakanyu. Okay, and Shirvar Pargana was small, so it had only 40 villages. The Deshmukh and Deshpande were the Watandar officers of the Pargana. Now, Watandar means landlords. Okay, Deshmukh was the chief of the Patils in a Pargana, and Deshpande was the chief of all Kulkarnis in Pargana. These Watandar officers were linked between the people and the government. In case of enemy invasion or draft, these Watandars represented the grievance of the people to the government. Sometimes these officers misused their powers by which the people suffered harassment. I hope students, you all have understood till here. Further part we'll see in next module. Thank you.